So see here, there is a second theorem. Pappus and Golden's theorem is going to give the clarity of surface generation and solid generation. So for from one dimensional body, we are going to get the surface generation. So in order to find out the surface, how much amount of surface it is generated from the one dimensional element, so that is equal to product of whatever the one dimensional element length is there. So that should be multiplied with your the distance covered by your centroid of the particular length. Distance covered by your centroid of line element. Okay, so if you product these two things, we are going to get the amount of surface that is generated from one dimension. So now in the similar way, same thing only, but here, so in place of line element, we are going to take an area element. So area of that particular whatever the geometry we are going to revolve about that particular axis. So that area we have to be multiplied in place of length in the first theorem. So area into the same thing, how much amount of distance of that distance of the centroid of that particular area element. So that into your area. Okay, area of the particular element into your uh, centroid of that particular area element, that is going to give the volume of generation. So simply see here, I am going to explain it. So see the theorem. So the second theorem, volume of generation, this is called as a volume of generation. So it says that whatever the volume of the body which is going to be formed, by rotating an area, about any axis, about maybe any axis, x axis or otherwise y axis, is equal to what? The area multiplied by the distance covered by the centroid. So how much amount of distance of the particular element, two-dimensional element, it is going to be covered when we are going to rotation or during the rotation of the object. During the rotation of the object is very very important. Okay, now so see here, volume is equal to, theoretically or else mathematically, we are having the formula of area into distance covered by the center during the rotation. Okay, so see here, I have taken a rectangular here. So see here, this is a rectangle, this is a rectangle, small elemental portion. So this is an rectangular area element. This is going to be rotated about the x axis. So axis of rotation is x only. If you are not able to see the yellow color, I am going to draw with red color. So axis of rotation. So see here, I have rotated. So how many vertices are there? 4 vertices are there for this rectangular area. So therefore each and every vertices in 3-dimensional. Why? Because solid object, no? So not solid object. This is a solid object means. So I will get a rectangular circular ring. Why I am going to call it as a circle means it is going to be rotated along 360 degrees, about 360 degrees of rotation. That's only it is made a circle with the distance of y. So central distance is y, or otherwise you will call it as a y bar. Okay. Now area of this particular rectangle, if it is a rectangle means you have to go for rectangular area, that is d into h. Okay, and also you have to multiply it with 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the particular your distance covered by the centroid. How much amount of distance that is covered by the centroid? So this centroid, if I rotate this centroid, so over the circular length, over the circular circumference totally, it is going to be covered, or otherwise it is going to be revolve about along the total circumference of the centroid of your circular rotation of the particular rectangular element, or otherwise triangular element. You can take any kind of element which is to be rotated, but it is rotating about 360 degrees means it will follow the path of circle. It will follow the path of a circle. So how much amount of distance covered by the centroid means the circular path length you have to give. So circular length path is your 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So this r is now our centroid. So y is centroid here. This r is our y centroid. Why? Because this area is a smaller element. That's why only I have replaced this are with y bar. Why? Because it is the centroidal distance is by here, or otherwise y bar here. So area of that particular element that is to be rotated, and also how much amount of distance it is covered means it is the distance of circular circumference. So that circular circumference is 2 pi, and also how much amount of distance it is going to make r. But here it is maintaining how much amount that r by. So A into 2 pi by is our total volume that is going to be generated from this two-dimensional element. So this is the two-dimensional. This is a two-dimensional element. So very simple. So we will solve another problem also. We will solve another problem also. So see here. A circle of radius r is equal to 3 centimeters. Okay, so problem number 1. This problem relates to volume of generation. So a circle of radius r is equal to 3 centimeters located in the xy axis. Okay, is rotated. So see here which element it is rotated? Two-dimensional element, that is circle. Okay, two-dimensional element, that is circle, which is having radius 3 centimeters, is located in the xy axis, is rotated around the x axis, or otherwise about the x axis. Okay, so x axis rotation is given. So find the volume of the figure which is formed due to the rotation. So due to the rotation of this circle only, okay, we are going to form a volume. Okay, by using Pappus and Gould's theorem, we have to find out the volume, how much amount of volume that is generated by doing the rotation of the circle. So the coordinates of the center of the circle are, so center of the circle coordinates they have given, and also they have given the radius that is having of a circle, radius of a circle also we have given. So therefore, so see here, how much amount of volume here? So how much amount of volume that is generated? So it is going to be generated. We know that formula as area into how much amount of distance of the centroid here? 2 pi r. 2 pi r. We know this. But see here, first of all, we will depends upon the given data. We are going to be discuss those given data in a graph. So in a graph means an xy coordinate system. We are going to plotting the coordinates here. So r is equal to 3 centimeters. So first of all, circle I have taken. So circular area which is going to be revolved about this axis, x axis. Okay. So circle is having how much amount of radius? 3 centimeters. So this is the center point of a circle. So this is the center point of a circle. And how much amount of distance the centroid is making? So the centroidal coordinates of a circle are, so 10 comma 3, or otherwise 5 comma 7, 5 comma 10, sorry. So x coordinate is 5, it means from here to here it is 5. Okay, and y coordinate from here to here it is 10. So 5 comma 10 are the centroidal coordinates. Okay, now go for seeing the formula here. So area of that particular circle we know that as pi r square. Okay, no problem. And whatever the distance the centroid is going to be make, so 2 pi into y bar. 2 pi into y bar. Y bar is nothing but your centroid. So 2 pi as it is 2 pi only. Y bar is nothing but your centroid. So if any object is going to be rotated about x axis means y centroidal distance we are going to get. Why? Because x axis value we are going to get 0. So y centroidal coordinate only we are going to have. So that is how much amount of y centroidal coordinate here? So they have given as 10. So pi r square, pi into r square is your value, r is nothing but your 3, and 2 pi you know the value of 2 pi, and also 10. So and all are known values only, pi value is 3.14, you put it pi value, so then you are going to get your total volume of generation. So if they have mentioned in centimeters means we are going to get the units in centimeters only. So therefore volume is centimeter cube or cubic centimeter. So 1776.52 centimeter cube volume of volume is going to be generated by revolving 3 centimeters radius circle about x-axis, and also the centroidal coordinates of that circle should be 5 comma 10. So then only we are going to get this much amount of volume of generation. Volume of generation. So circular ring we are going to get as a solid object here with 3 centimeters radius, or otherwise with 6 centimeter thickness. 6 centimeter thickness. Why? Because it is a diameter. It is a diameter. Okay. So this is about Pappus and Bolognese theorem. We are having so many problems also depends upon the volume generation and surface generation. So these are the examples see here. So I have given and also elaborated. I have elaborated the Pappus first theorem and second theorem in the next pages. Okay, you have to see those next pages. Those are very easy only. If you understand the whatever the starting points of this class, you will definitely understand these next pages. So see here. I will briefly explain here. Shortly, I will explain here. So see here, this is the axis of rotation. Okay. So this is the axis of rotation. So length line element I have taken as a line. Okay. So I will get if I rotate this one about 360 degrees. So in the A case here I will get a cylindrical surface. Cylindrical surface I will get. So if it is a slant height, I will get a cone. Slant height, and also whatever the coordinates here, these are the 0, 0, and the coordinates of this line element at end point is some coordinates. So 3, 4, otherwise 3, 1, x is 3 and y is 1, like that. If you rotate, you will get a hollow cone surface. Cone surface only you will get, not a solid. Okay. This spherical shell you are going to get. So this is by taking your arc, circular arc you will get. Okay. And if I take a rectangular object, and also one of this, see here, very important thing is, if this rectangle, one of the edge, it means base edge is passing through the axis of rotation. It means one of the edge of the rectangle is passing through the non-intersecting axis or the axis of rotation. If you rotate this one, you are going to get a solid cylinder you are going to get. So this is from second theorem. This is from second theorem. Why? Because rectangle is nothing but your surface element. Surface element. So surface element definitely it is having area. So from area we are going to get a solid body. So what kind of solid body we are going to get if I rotate the rectangular object? If I rotate the rectangular object by placing one of the edge on the axis of rotation, I will get solid cylinder. But if I maintain a certain distance, from the axis of rotation, so what I am going to get? Definitely I am going to get a hollow cylinder. Definitely I am going to get a hollow cylinder. So this kind of cylinder I am going to get. Why? Because from each and every vertices, I am going to get the rotation. So this is a hollow cylinder. When I am going to get this hollow cylinder, so when any one of the edge is not passing through the axis of rotation, it means rectangular object is not having any intersecting axis of that edges. So I am going to get hollow. So similarly, if you take a triangle, you will get a solid cone, and also one of the edge of the particular triangle will be presented on the non-intersecting axis or axis of rotation. So then I will get a solid. If I make certain distance from the axis of rotation, x-axis, means I will get a hollow cone. Hollow cone. So similarly for this also. So spherical shell. Solid spherical shell. Why? Because one of the edge will be presented on the y-axis here, on this axis. Okay. So this is about Pappus and Bolognese theorem and also second chapter in center. Okay. So with this we have completed the second chapter. If anybody is having any doubts, please let me know. So we will take extra classes also for regarding the problems. regarding not only our centroid and first unit, if anybody is getting any units, any unit doubts, you can ask me anytime through WhatsApp also. I will definitely help you out in solving the problems. Okay. Now we will go for next third in we will start from here onwards. So please be available in taking extra classes. Well, I am going to take extra classes. Okay. You have to be stay. Okay. I will inform to Dikshita whatever the schedule in the holidays also we will take. Rather than Sankranti holidays, we are going to take sequence Saturdays, Sundays also in order to complete the portion as soon as possible. So please be available in